just only zoomed in on the guy with the oar. That'd be fun. Woo!
Alrighty, sports fans, let's meet the starting lineups first for the visiting Spartans of South Wall.
Okay.
At 4, the 5-team junior, number 0, Brandon Rowe. At guard, a 5-19, number 2, Will Faulkner. At forward, a 6-foot senior, number 10, Luke Burke. At center, a 6'2 senior, number 32, Joel Davis. And at guard, a 5'11 freshman, number 22, Ty Clark. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Greenwood Gators.
Okay, so Braxton Stinnett will pass to Cade Stinnett. Stinnett to Raymer. Raymer to Stinnett. Stinnett will pass to Brown. Brown to Stinnett. Stinnett will pass out to Stinnett. Stinnett will drive in. Stinnett will pass out to Raymer, and Raymer will miss on the 3. However, Brown will get the layup, and he is also fouled before, I believe. So the Gators will get the ball. So there was no point there, but it was a foul. So they get the ball, and Stinnett will pass to Raymer. Raymer to Brown to Stinnett to Raymer. Brown will get it, and Brown will pass to Raymer. On the outside, the Gators are, and they'll drive in.
You know, we saw Raymer miss that three-pointer earlier, which is very uncommon as he's shooting around a 46% three-point right now. So watch out for Hunter Raymer to splash some threes in today's game. That could end up being crucial for the Gators' victory. Perfect. Sinnett's going to go up for the shot, and he is going to make it for 2 points.
So dribbling up will be the Spartans. So yeah, so Cade Stinnett, he is a really good basketball player, the leader of this team.
Cade Stinnett averaging around 21 points per game, the highest on the Greenwood Gators currently. Also recently joined the 1,000-point club in 2021. Big accomplishment for him, and big congrats. Look at that lockdown defense coming out from Aaron Brown.
And Stinnett will get the rebound and will dribble up the court and pass to Brown. Brown out to Stinnett, Raymer to Howard, to Stinnett, and that will be a foul. So Stinnett will shoot 2 shots.
We got Cade from the free throw line, currently shooting 82% from the line, so I'd be surprised if we see him miss a few today.
Oh man, I hope he didn't jinx him.
Apparently I did. Cade Stinnett missed the free throw.
And we won't see that often. A deep 3 from number 22, but it will miss. So Stinnett will dribble up the floor and pass to Raymer. Stinnett on the corner will pass to Raymer. So the Gators seem to be playing on the perimeter here, trying to get some looks inside. However, they will not get it. And that will be a travel for Howard.
A little bit of body-on-body contact coming up from the Spartans here. It's going to be interesting to see how their defense plays today and how that affects the Gators' ability to drive into the paint and get some of those easy fast break layups. Spartans just going to pass the ball around a little bit, see if they can find the open man. Up for the man in the backfield. Looking at the coach for the play. Gonna decide to take it in.
Okay, so that was Howard with the rebound, and it will be Brown passing into Stinnett. And Stinnett will pass back to Stinnett, and Stinnett to Raymer. Raymer and Stinnett about the half-court line, just throwing it back to each other, trying to get an open look. So Raymer will run around the corner, and we'll have an open 3.
Raymer for the 3. Ooh. He's shooting around 50% this season on those, so.
Aaron Brown will pull up a 3 with heavy coverage.
3 in coverage. That's a big 3 for Aaron Brown and the Greenwood Gators. Pretty impressive from Aaron Brown, seeing as he's only shooting 20% on the season. Again, Aaron Brown's a great all-around player, playing that lockdown defense, not letting anyone in the paint. Just a little bit of mix-up in between the 2 defenders on Greenwood's side. Pass to Gator, it goes over his head, and that will be out of bounds on the Gators.
So that will be number 0 for the Spartans. He is Rowe. So Rowe will pass it to number 22. Number 22 is Price. So they'll be dribbling it up the court. Surveying for the option. Oh, tight defense by Stinnett.
That's what man-on-man defense gets you in basketball. Some tight defense unless someone sets a pick. Oh, the ball will come back and hit Lawson Howard in the face. It looks as if he's okay, though. Just part of basketball, taking a little rough house.
So the Gators will get possession. So that is good for them. So Stinnett will dribble up the court and will pass to Stinnett, and Stinnett over to Raymer, Raymer to Brown, Brown to Stinnett, Stinnett will drive and miss.
You know, we're watching Cade Stinnett from the 3 not take a lot of these shots. As he's just fouled, the South Warren Spartans fans are not very happy about that one.
They are
folks.
not.
That's a call that only the ref can make. There's nothing wrong with that. It was a little bit late, just saying that, but it is what it is. Can't change it.
So that will be the 4th foul for the Spartans.
Looks like Stinnett is down the ball. Back to Braxton. Over to Hunter. Raymer from the 3. Back to Braxton. Over to Hunter again. Looks like they're looking for Hunter to make the 3. Aaron Brown pass. And the Spartans will steal the ball. He's looking for a fast break layup. He's going to shoot to the corner. Again, back to number 0. Back to 5. He's open from 3. 3's up, and it's good. It's good. Putting the score at 5-8 Spartans. Big 3 for the Spartans. They're going to need to see a lot more of that if they want to win this game.
Alrighty.
Timeout called.
I believe that was a timeout called from the Gators, so we will be back in just a moment.
Have a little bit of action on the band up there for you guys. Keep it entertaining.
Alrighty, so we are back in this first quarter of action, and the score is the Greenwood Gators 5 and the South Warren Spartans 8, as Aaron Brown makes a heavily contested
for the second 3 of the game. His three-point percentage keeps going up through the roof, as it was just 20% before, and he had only attempted, looks like.
Clearly, he's been practicing that.
He had only attempted 20 and made 4, so clearly coach has been working on him with those.
So the score is now 8-8 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. And that will be a travel on the Spartans, so the Greenwood Gators will get the ball.
It's going to be interesting to see how fouls play out in this game. Currently, Greenwood has 0 and South Warren has 4. So turnovers and fouls are going to be some things to look for in the crucial parts of this game that can come down to the wire. Play the winner. Nice pass into the paint, and that's a 2 by number 24.
And so for the first time in this game, the Greenwood Gators will take the lead.
Look at that hustle coming from Aaron Brown and the Gators. And he hit it out of bounds. He wanted the call. Did he get it?
I believe he got it. He got it. So number 24, Jax Buchanan, will throw in the ball to number 12, Braxton Stinnett. So Stinnett will dribble up and survey his option and pass to Stinnett. So we'll just play some back and forth, trying to get some looks.
We have Luke Stansberry in the game. Looks like he's waiting for an easy 3 shot from the corner.
He's pretty good on those.
Let's see what he can do. And the ball actually got stuck on the top of the goal. That's going to be interesting to see how we get that down. Looks like they're just going to get another ball out here and continue the game. Aaron Brown's going to go for the shot. He missed the first one. There you go. He got it down and made it in the net. So I believe the Spartans will take the ball on this one.
Alrighty, so dribbling up will be number 22, Price. So it seems to be that the Gators are playing some very heavy man-on-man defense, and it seems to be working.
That was nice too. The things the Gators have to watch right now are those picks set by people. You know, if you get a pick and you get that open lane, they can just get in and into the paint and score those 2s. Aaron Brown.
Oh, but he will
miss
that
one.
3.
He's shooting 66% on the day. It's pretty impressive.
Especially for shooting a very low percentage before this game.
Yep.
He is doing very well from the 3 line.
You know, Aaron is really just an all-around great player. He's got that playmaking ability. He's got that shooting ability. You know, he's taking the next step in his practicing and his workout routines, you know. And he could be someone to watch out for in the next couple of years if he decides to play college ball. 3 for the Spartans, and it's a little tall.
So Buchanan will get the rebound as time expires in the first. The score is tied 10-10. Nobody has a lead, so we'll be back to action in just a few moments.
Can you hear me talking?
So we are back to action here. The game is tied at 10. We'd like to thank the Gator Band for playing some great tunes.
Loftenhauer getting that first rebound. He's pretty impressive with those rebounds this year, as he's got what looks like he's 76 and averaging 6.9 per game. Will be a turnover here to the Spartans possession.
So number 1 for the Spartans, goalie, will dribble up the court.
Just gonna shoot that. Swished it in. I mean, he's not complaining. That was a nice shot. But the Gators had to step up their defense here.
So Stinnett will shoot.
Three. Oh.
And he will miss that 3. So the Spartans will get the rebound and will dribble up the floor. And that will be a easy layup for the Spartans, as there was nobody back for the Gators. So surveying his options is Stinnett. And I believe that Cade Stinnett, our very own player, was the Kentucky High School Preps Player of the Week a few weeks ago. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty big accomplishment. Gators are just gonna let Spartans run through them for the 3rd time on these drives. Like I was saying earlier, the key is just going to be finding those lanes for the Spartans and seeing if they can get the ball in the paint and go for those layups.
So the scoring drought will continue for the Gators. They have not scored in about 2 minutes, and so the Spartans are on a 6-0 run.
Looks like Aaron Brown and Mason Thornhill are coming into the game. So we're going to have a little bit of full court pressing coming on from Mason Thornhill. See, look, they got mixed up again on their defense there. And that just caused another 2 points. Spartans are starting to pull away.
Hopefully these Gators can get this back.
Mason Thornhill to number 22, Connor Raymer. Did it.
Thornhill to Buchanan.
Raymer looking for the shot for the 3. Raymer to Brown.
And the Gators just can't seem to get a play working. They're just getting very heavily contested, and they can't do anything about it. It's just hard to shoot when you've got a hand in your face. So
it's almost like they need to switch to some set defense, like maybe 2-3 defense, 2 on the free throw. They're just letting those Spartans run all over them right now.
that is now a 10-point run and a scoring drought for the Gators.
The Gators are a comeback team, though, as we've seen the past couple games, so they thrive off being behind. Southbourne is clapping in their face.
I believe Aaron Brown may have got a hand on that, but it was a foul, so it doesn't count. So the student section will boo number 0, Rowe.
It seems to be screaming at number 0.
Rowe.
Hoping that he misses his free throw. And he did.
So
There seems to be some effectiveness to that strategy by the student section of Greenwood High School. You can see them in the background doing it again. It's up. And he missed again. So obviously it seems to be working.
so Greenwood does
Aaron Brown
have
in the
an effect.
paint. He missed the layup.
So the
Number
scoring
5,
drought
shooting
will
three.
continue for the Gators as they let up another 3. And that will be Stansbury for 3, but it will not connect.
Number 22 with the rebound.
You know, Caden, if you're the coach, what's the game plan right now? You are down 13 points and you haven't scored in this quarter. Down 16 points and you haven't scored in this.
Timeout. I mean,
That's what coach is doing. So
yeah, I mean, there you go. But the Spartans were red hot on that strand of points. The Gators are down by 16, which is probably the biggest deficit I think they may have been down all season. It seems as if Spartans almost know their game plan and know how their offense and defense is going to work. And they're just finding those gaps in the Gators defense and just running all over them. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think that they need to switch up some defense because clearly it's not working. So maybe if they can, you know, get some more defenders here and some more defenders there, maybe they can get it. Because a lot of the South Orange scores are in the paint. So I believe if they can, you know, tie up the paint, get it contested in there. They do have a big power in Aaron Brown, and he is very good at shot blocking and shot contesting. So I think if they can get him in the paint, they could be good to go.
You know, another thing to look at is how diverse and skilled South's team is. I have seen at least every player who's out there playing right now score a point.
Yeah.
You know, you got someone that's good at threes, someone that's good at driving, someone that's getting all the assists and the rebounds. And, you know, things like that can just come together and really make an underdog team one of the top teams in the region. You know, South has been a little lackluster in the past couple of years with their basketball program. You know, Greenwood's been doing pretty well in the top 2 in the region last year.
And remember with the corner 3,
and
that is the end of the scoring drought.
There's the end of the scoring drought. You know, he's scoring pretty high on those 3 points, almost shooting 44%. He's averaging 2.5 per game. He's going to make that 65 attempted on the day and 28 made. No, it's about right. He made 1 and 3.
So Braxton Stinnett will dribble up the court for the Gators.
Spartans have switched to a 3-2 defense. 3 men on the 3-pointer. And there it is again, a splash from Braxton Stinnett.
Whatever coach said, I gotta hear because it has clearly put a spark in this Gators team and they are on fire. 2 threes in a row and they were both splashes, both contested. So whatever he said has worked.
I would see them give the ball to Aaron Brown. You know, when that man has something on his back, he is an insane basketball player. Bluffner to Kate Stinnett. Kate Stinnett gonna look for the shot, gonna go up for it. And there's a 2 by Kate Stinnett. A big play. South Orange taking a timeout. It seems that they are shaking their boots right now after they just saw a 16-point lead, dwindle down in half to 8 points. This is gonna be interesting to see how the rest of this quarter plays out.
That's right.
Spartans ahead.
So they will be playing some man-to-man coverage, full court pressing, so we'll see if that can work. And it does not.
That open lane that we were talking talking about all day. They got to seal those gaps and make sure they don't leave an open lane in the middle of the paint. Ball to Aaron Brown, gonna shoot a three. Aaron Brown, a splash three again. That's the third of the last maybe, minute and a half for the Gators. They are on fire from the three.
And he's shooting 75% from three today. That is incredible.
A big upgrade from the season average of 20, Drew, may I say. Gonna be an air ball by the Spartans. K-Stin's gonna have the ball. K-Stin a layup. There it is again.
And the score, and the deficit is now brought from 16 a few minutes ago, now down to 5. So the Gators have hit their stride, and they are going well.
Play, leaving a man open. You could see some hustle from them. They got lucky on that one. Aaron Brown with the rebound. Aaron Brown's pretty good at those rebounds, averaging almost 8 rebounds a game, which is pretty impressive.
So I believe, yeah, so
having a shooting foul.
Stinnett will be shooting 2 at the line.
Stinnett averaging a 42% from the line.
And just to check in on our fouls, the Spartans have 5 fouls, and your Gators have 1 foul.
Braxton making his free throw the first time.
So Aaron Brown will check out, and Jax Buchanan will check in for Aaron Brown.
Braxton for a second free throw. What's up? It's good too.
So that is very impressive because this South Warren crowd, they came to play. They have been yelling and screaming at every possession. So I'm surprised he was able to make both of those. That is very, very good.
They may not have the best student section, but for an away game, it's not bad. Looks like some disgruntlement coming out from number 0 on the Spartans. I have no clue which way that went.
So the Gators will get possession.
What is that? Surprising.
Yeah.
You know? Looks like some a little bit of bobbling coming out from number 24 and number 0 in the Spartans. There might be some steam boiling up there. That's a situation, watch out. Jackson Cannon. Pass number 0, the rivalry.
So Stinnett will drive in and pass out to Mateos.
Turner from deep. And it's good! From deep!
What a shot.
Deep, Hunter Raymer. He's been lighting those up all season.
What a shot.
50%.
And we're now tied. We're tied at 28 points.
It's crazy. The Greenwood crowd is going wild here. Oh. Now 28-30. South Warren in the lead.
So that is insane. They have come back from a 16-point deficit in a quarter.
You know, that confidence from Hunter Raymer is insane. To be able to shoot the ball from 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line is just crazy.
I think confidence is key. I think confidence is key in this sort of situation because you've got a lot of, everybody's yelling and screaming at you. You got pressure from your teammates, pressure from your fans, pressure from the other fans. So confidence is key in these sort of situations because pressure is all over you. So to be able to make multiple threes like that, you have to have a lot of confidence.
South Warren is going to pass the ball around.
They're not getting any good looks or any good plays, so they might just dribble it out for the half.
And look,
oh.
The Gators did switch their
whoa. So I believe that's a foul. Foul on Ira Mateos. So the Spartans will get the ball with 7.7 seconds, up by 2.
So Ira's a fan favorite out here at Greenwood. You know, student section seems to love him. He's pretty good at basketball. He's fast too. He's a dual threat athlete, plays football as well. Had a great season at wide receiver there.
So your score at half will be 28 Gators, 30 Spartans, and So we'll be back after half.
Makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
We're here at halftime at the three-point shootout with two of the Greenwood High School student section members. Taking your early bets right now before they start. You know, Yellow shirt got the height on him. Oh, he's gonna go for the dunk. Misses it. They're pretty close right now from the free throw line. Yellow shirt ready. He's gonna turn around and wait for his buddy to make it. He missed it again. Gonna shoot half court. Does not have the power to get there. I don't know who he's fooling. Gonna shoot from a little deep. Ooh, gonna miss that. Looks like our other side is struggling to, in fact, just make a free throw. You know, it's not as easy as it looks. Goes again. Paul Smith will win in the red shirt. He will win a $25 Amazon gift card to spend on his choice of items. Thank you for participating in the halftime shootout. We'll see you guys at the start of the next quarter.
The buyers and parents of three future Gators and are proud to support the Greenwood Gators basketball team and all of Greenwood High School athletics. Thank you again, buyers.
Replay the commercial right now.
Franklin Bank and Trust. Graves Gilbert Clean, WKONA, Dr. Kirk Meade, Leachman, UMGC Cadillac, Morgan Prescription Shop, and Zaxby's. Thank you for your outstanding support of Gator basketball.
Makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those. Questions to figure out the end goal.
What makes us special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
Hello and welcome back. This is Lady Gator. Nope, this is not Lady Gator. This is Gator basketball. So we'll be back and go ahead and get this game halfway underway. So the score is 28-30 at the start of the third quarter, and before in the second quarter we saw a miraculous comeback from the Greenwood Gators. They were down 16 points and was able to come back, and now they're only down by 2. So Southwarren will get the ball at half court, and that will be number 0, Rowe, throwing it in, and number 22, Price will grab the ball whenever it is thrown in.
You know, and just looking at the defense right now that the Gators are putting up, it looks like they switched defense. You know, like we said, they went from doing man-on-man to a set defense, either 2-3, 3-2, 1-4. You know, every team has their own different defensive strategy, and when that defensive strategy isn't working, it may be time to change up, and that's exactly what the Gators did, and I commend their coach for that one.
And sometimes those strategies don't work, but for the Gators, it did work, and it worked very well.
You know, maybe with a little bit of help and some fire from the student section, they got pretty riled up and were able to make a pretty big comeback scoring drive.
Oh, and that is a big charge.
Yeah, it looked like to be a charge. Having some backlash from the Southbourne fans on that call. Gator's going to pass the ball around. Looking for Aaron Brown. Cade Stinnett grabs it. Aaron Brown with it. Low. Braxton, and it's out of Braxton's hands. Hunter Raymer has it. Let's see what Hunter Raymer can do. Their sharpshooter. Mr. 40% for the line. Greenwood is just dropping passes here and there. Aaron Brown looking a little mad. He's going to forget about it, though, which is a very crucial skill to have in basketball. You make a mistake, you move on past that mistake, Drew.
Short-term memory, as they like to say.
You know, just forget about it and move on to the next part of the game. It's just part of it. A nice backwards layup from the center, I believe, number 32. High pass to Aaron Brown to the corner. Braxton's in it from 3. And it's in! 3, baby! 3 by Braxton Stinnett.
So dribbling up the court will be number 22, Price.
Pass to number 2.
So Aaron Brown will be playing some tight defense, and that will be out as
Aaron
the Gators
Brown with the rebound.
fight for the rebound.
Aaron Brown averaging around 8 rebounds per game. Using that height to his advantage. Raymer from 3. And it's splashed. That's another 3 for Raymer.
What a dime. That was like really well. It was from one three-point line to the other, but he was open, so might as well pass it.
That's what we were talking about earlier, Drew. Just see how Raymer shoot those threes and make almost all of them in practice.
I believe that'll be a backcourt violation, if I'm not mistaken.
Southwarren parents not very happy about that call.
No.
The woman is screaming right in front of Superintendent Rob Clayton. Maybe a facepalm moment on her end.
Oh. So Greenwood will miss 2 shots, and they will foul number 22, Price.
interesting attempt at a layup. But we're going to see what he can do from the free throw line. We don't have stats for him, but, it's going to be.
So the foul numbers will be 2 for the Gators and 1 for the Spartans to start off the second half.
Greenwood student section continuing the booing while they are shooting free throws.
Well, it worked before, so I guess I thought that would work again.
They're 2 for 3 on it. They are now waving the oar around like it's a helicopter.
It doesn't work this time.
It's a 50% effectiveness, Drew. What can I say? Works
Yeah.
half the time. So. Sinnott with the ball in the paint. Lawson going to shoot and make it after the whistle is blown. It will not count as a point.
So to throw it in will be number 12, Braxton Stinnett, and he will throw it in to number 21, Cade Stinnett. At about,
Stinnet's vertical there.
He's about half court, so he'll pass it to Aaron Brown, who will drive in and get heavily fouled. So Aaron Brown will miss his first free throw. So
Aaron Brown, he's shooting around 71% from the line.
So we're still tied at 34, so we can see how this game can progress. So it's a fairly low-scoring game, but it does have its scoring bursts.
They're just going to hoard the South Warren offense. They're going to steal the ball. Oh, and it's going back to South.
I believe that was a reach-in foul.
Looks like it.
So that will be 4 fouls for the South Warren Spartans and 2 fouls for your Greenwood Gators.
Greenwood coming out with the "you can't do that" chant. As he did get fouled, I guess you actually cannot, in fact, do that.
Aaron Brown for 3.
Oh, just off. But Lofnard with the rebound, averaging 6 those per game. Braxton Sinnott from deep. He's looking for a shot, maybe a pass. He's going to go to Hunter Raymer for the 3. Oh, and it's just off a little bit. They're going to bobble the rebound. That's got to be Greenwood's ball, and it is Greenwood's ball. Great call by the referees. You can really feel the energy tonight in this gymnasium as these 2 crosstown rivals headed on for a battle for bragging rights, school pride, and much more than that.
These 2 are bitter rivals within the county, so anything to beat them would be great.
Yeah, I think both schools would be happy if either of them beat Bowling Green.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not as bad as the Greenwood Bowling Green rival or the South Bowling Green rival. Some of those bitter in Kentucky.
So the Gators will still be doing whole court press onto the South Warren Spartans, and it seems to be working as they have taken a 1-point lead.
He's going to go for the 3. It's a splash back. Take a second and look at the Greenwood Gators rankings throughout 2021 in the region. They started at number 1 ranked overall, and they've recently fallen behind to Bowling Green and Warren Central. And a lost South Warren.
It would not help.
A close win would not help them in their fact with that, There is 4 really, really, really good teams in the region. We have one of the most competitive regions outside of the Louisville area.
Yes.
Bowling Green, Warren Central, both some state caliber teams. Greenwood High School, another state caliber team. And South Warren, who's also up there in the state rankings. 4 very powerful teams combined into one region makes for a very, very competitive regional playoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, only 2 of those can go to regions, as we are in the same district. It'll be interesting how this offseason plays off.
So that will be what is his number? It looks like number 2, Number 2, Will Faulkner, will be shooting 2. And like we said earlier, these fans do make a difference. So we do appreciate you coming out and supporting the Gators. And we also appreciate you supporting the Gators at home.
Yeah, even if you're watching the video, you know, everything counts, you know. They might not be able to see you here in the stands, but they can definitely feel you tonight. We got a lot of energy coming from the crowd.
So he'll make his second free throw. And there will be a substitution timeout. Number 1 goalie will come in. So Ira Mateos, the fan favorite, will he's put in the game, so he'll be back in.
Ira with the turnover, you know, the Spartans use their size against him on that one. Bad decision pass. Ira's going to be the speedy here. He's going to steal it right back and knock it out of bounds, you know. Great play. He's going to reset the ball from the out of bounds area as they're going to pass it in. Oh, wait. I think Greenwood might have actually gotten the ball. Okay. Good play by Ira Mateos then.
So dribbling up the court will be Mason Thornhill to Buchanan. So it looks like the Gators have a pretty
deep again?
The Gators have a pretty fresh roster out on the court there.
Stansberry from 3. Oh. They're going to heavily guard him in the corner. Oh. Oh. It's going to be 2 missed field goal attempts. Referee is not looking very happy.
However, that was not a shooting foul, so the Gators will get possession. But the Spartans are up to 5 fouls. So
Stinnett, Brown, and Raymer coming on now in substitutions. You know, I'd like to see some of these younger players play maybe later in the game.
Yeah.
You know, we have some younger players like Asher Pettis in the mix here. You know, Asher's, if he keeps up the work and he keeps filling out in the way he is right now, he could be someone to look for in the next couple of years for the Gators. He's tall, he's athletic, he's just got that basketball build.
I believe that was a double dribble. So Gators will get possession at half court. So Thornhill will pass it in to Brown. And Brown will pass it out to Stinnett. Stinnett to Raymer, back to Stinnett. To Raymer, they're just passing it back and forth, looking for an option, surveying the defense.
To Brown. Out to Mason.
That was a great fake pass there.
Is that number 1? Yep, that was Mason Thornhill. Second 3 of the game.
That was a great fake out there. He had the defense thinking that he was going one way, but he was going the other way. But he wasn't going either way. He was just going to shoot, and he can make those if he's open.
You know, Braxton Stinnett is gonna foul here.
So that was that is the 4th foul for the Gators. So that's their 4th of the night, but the 5th of the night goes to the Spartans. So,
you know, looking at the Gators lineup, an advantage they have is speed. You know, you got Hunter Raymer, you got Cade Stinnett, you got Braxton Stinnett. You know, Aaron Brown might not be the fastest, but he's the man in there to get the rebounds. And you got Hunter Raymer. They're all very speedy players, you know, including Ira Mateos. You know, I feel their average 40-yard time or 40-yard dash time isn't bad. You know, and they may not have the size, but they sure do, like I've been saying in the past 30 seconds, they sure do have the speed.
Yeah, and I'd like to talk about another factor that may factor in later in this game, which is the factor of fouls. So I think that this game is just going to be a high foul game, so there's nothing really around it. But as it is a close game, those fouls may play later. So we'll just have to see about that. So it's something to keep your eye out for.
Yeah, I agree on that one, too. You know, fouls are an important part of basketball. They were put in the rules for a reason. And, you know, learning to avoid them and not getting called on you. And if they are called on you to make those free throws that you're awarded. It's like they're running a play. Aaron Brown was wide open.
And then it's an alley-oop. That's an alley-oop layup.
He could have dunked that if he really wanted to, but I guess he didn't want to show off his skills.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Aaron Brown dunk in the postseason last season. Up again. Oh, it's going to roll in.
What a roll.
Amazing play. A double score coming back.
So the Gators will get a few fast break points there, and that will boost them up to a 6-point
Aaron Brown
lead.
showing off his vertical as he jumps to the ball. Going to play some more lockdown defense here. For three, it's good. On number 22, impressive shot from me out there.
And that's really the craziest thing about the three-point line, and that lead was just cut to half.
Just to think about this, almost 10 years ago, these two schools were one. You know, people from South were going to Greenwood, and splitting it up, add another team in the region.
What's special
it
is that we look for the story when it comes to our
now we're starting to
customers.
see the
Just listening to them, talking to them,
and we're starting to see both these teams become major
figuring out a little bit about their background.
Yep,
A
that's
larger
true.
bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the angle for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for 10 years, easily because of the
Coaches do
service.
not seem
I like to
happy
think
as
of
they're
us
drawing
more
up
than
some
just
plays
checking accounts
for
and
the
loans and
players.
things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach. Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
So those are the GHS cheerleaders showing off their skills. We'd also like to appreciate all of the members of the band and the cheerleading team for coming out to all these games and helping us out with the crowd and the cheer. Yeah, so we'd really like to thank all of those teams. So now we're back to action in this fourth quarter of play. We have 8 minutes left on the clock. The score is 48-43. The Gators have the lead with 4 fouls. However, the Spartans have 5 fouls. So,
of course, the main entertainment is watching the parents get out of the refs free, you know.
so that will be out on the Spartans. So the Gators will get the ball in their own territory.
I mean, Mouth perfect pass to one of the cheerleaders. If they can make those passes to each other, Spartans will be golden.
I agree. So that is up to 6 fouls for the Spartans. So they are almost in foul trouble, almost giving the Gators the bonus, which would not help them out as we come down here into crunch time.
Good pass into Cade. Raymer with the ball from deep. He's deadly with that. I'd like to see him just pull up from half court, honestly.
I feel like he could make it if he was open enough.
Raymer's wide open. Shoot it. Oh, he's not going to shoot it.
So Southbourne is playing great defense. The Gators have nowhere to go, but they look like they to be running a play. So the Gators playing full court press, trying to see if the Spartans can turn any over, not get any.
I think they may have called a flop warning. Gave him a warning.
I believe that was
That
a.
was a flop warning, I think. Is the technical
It was or a not a flop warning, a
Oh, was it?
not a charge. Yeah, I guess it was a charge.
Or it's some physical foul, I believe.
Yes, I believe it was a physical foul. It's whatever the foul is whenever you run into the person.
You know,
So
honestly, I thought they were going to call a flop warning on him. I mean, it was obviously a flop. No, I mean, no shade thrown to my man Aaron Brown, but you got to make it a little more believable. A little bit more believable than that if you want the refs to call it.
and I believe that some more Gators will be checking in shortly. So we got some more Gators checking in shortly. And he will miss that first free throw.
Yep. I
So
think the Spartans are shooting around 40% on their free throws right now. Not too impressive.
So that, I believe, is number 10, Burton, shooting. And did he miss it or make it? I was looking at the stats.
Oh. No, he made that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Howard, close to the paint. Stinnett in the paint. Stinnett rolling onto the rim.
So the Gators seem to be playing the pass-around game where they try to see if they can get an open look on the perimeter or in the paint. Just trying to confuse the defense, switch up their tactics all the time. And it seems to be working so far as they hold a 6-point lead and are drawing a lot of fouls, a lot of contact. So we'll see how this game progresses.
Can't help but notice Principal Adam Hatcher's in the arena right now.
In the building, yes.
Coming to support his family, as he'd say. Done some great things with the school over the past couple of years. Helped build up the basketball program and everything. You know, the school would not be the same without Mr. Asher here. You know?
Coach McCoy.
Yeah.
So we got Cade Stinnett driving in, and I believe he'll draw a foul. The South Warren coach is not happy about that call.
He had a little temper tantrum over the sideline.
So Cade Stinnett will shoot 2, I believe, maybe even 3 because of the bonus.
You know, he respectfully got mad, though. That's the most respectful madness I've seen. His team is just falling apart on defense, and they were able to find those lanes onto Greenwood and into their paint, but looks like that's falling apart too.
Yeah, but since then, the Gators have found out what their weaknesses were, and they fixed those weaknesses, which I think is a very important part
They're
of.
also shooting really well from the 3 today.
I think that's a really important
I don't
part.
have an exact stat, but I think it's somewhere around 60, maybe even 70%.
Yeah.
Looks like they're waiting for a cut. Looking for the fadeaway. 3. It's fouled.
So that would be a timeout for the Gators, I believe.
South Warren gonna call timeout. Our score currently is 53-49. South Warren is down by only 4 points. Still anybody's game, Drew. We got 5 minutes left.
Yep.
Waiting
All
to
right.
see what's gonna happen.
We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back with more action. And we're back. We got 5 minutes and about 45 seconds left in this fourth quarter action. So we'll see how this game can progress. So the Gators are sitting in the lead. So we'll see how they can slow down time and see if they can get as many turnovers as possible for the Spartans. Ooh.
It looks like Lofton Howard is going to come in the game, or did come in the game for Hunter Raymer. Interesting play, seeing as Hunter was firing those threes left and right. Lofton Howard has the size, though, to get those rebounds. He has the top 2 rebound leaders on the team playing right now, or they were playing. You know, Aaron Brown averaging 8, Lofton Howard averaging 6. You know, this team is averaging pretty high rebounds per game, And that's also really key to their success in some weird regions.
Yeah, I agree. So the Gators will get possession after the timeout. So Thornhill will throw it in to Stinnett. So yeah, so I could see Hunter Raymer making a 3 from there if he was open enough. He just got that kind of range.
Shoot a half-court shot as the timer runs now, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like a region game, the crowd would go crazy. It'd be insane. Raymer for 3, missed it. Brown with the rebound. There it is. Those rebounds that we're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's important to get rebounds and putbacks in this game because you can take control of the game really easily, and it's very easy to get points on those.
Yeah, continuing with the rebounds. If anyone knows who Oscar Schwebe is, he plays for the University of Kentucky. You know, I almost see Aaron Brown as an Oscar Schwebe. You know, the man's averaging around 50 rebounds per game. He's about the same build, maybe just a little bit taller than Aaron. I'm not sure if Aaron's done getting taller, but if that man gets any taller, he could be an absolute beast in college basketball.
That's true, that's true.
Nice shot from Southmore. Good for the score at 55-51. 4-point differential with 4 minutes left in regulation.
Yes, and so the Gators are up by 4. Their lead has sort of dwindled, but they still have it. So
Raymer open. Good pass to Stinnett. Oh.
Stinnett is not doing so well. He's had a good rest of the game, but right now he's just not doing so hot.
Nolan, get the ball!
Yeah.
So Thornhill will throw it in. Thornhill will throw it in to Stinnett. So South Warren is now up to 9 fouls in this half. So Aaron Brown will shoot. I'm not sure what foul that was, but there was a foul. So Aaron Brown will shoot with the bonus.
You know, continuing talking about, like I think we had to forgot on this earlier, talking about younger players on the junior high school basketball team. You know, just looking at these field goals that are averaging per game and just their overall. You know, the first 2 percentage are Trey Stivers and Ashley Pettis. They're both freshmen.
Yeah.
You know, they may not have as many attempts, but they are shooting those free throws and making them. Trey Stivers averaging 80%. He's attempted 5, made 4, and Ashley Pettis shooting 64%.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive numbers coming up from the younglings.
I think Trey Stivers could be a good key for the future of this team. You know, he's really tall and he can shoot very well. As we see that.
A lot of height coming up. You know, Brady Clark's
yeah.
a sophomore. He's in the mix there too.
So we've got a lot of height coming up. So we should be having a good team coming up here in a few years. Got a lot of promise.
Oh. Okay, Stinnett with the attempted delayed. That's number 22. Who is number 22? He's been on fire today.
Number 22 is Ty Price.
Ty Price. He's been doing pretty good today. Just shooting those all day and every day, just taking those and just driving in the paint.
So your Greenwood lead is now down to 2. So the score is 57-55, and this crowd is going crazy.
This is anybody's game, Drew. It's going to come down to the dwindle in the last couple minutes of the game. Oh,
now I've never seen a buzzer beater, but I sure hope we get to see one.
A buzzer beater in this arena would make the crowd go wild.
Yes, it's already been wild, so to see it go even crazier, that would be very crazy.
Number 1, Mason Thornhill being subbed out.
So the Gators are playing very tight defense, and they have to play in on transition D. So I believe the ball, South is shooting free throws. So the foul's on Lofton Howard.
You know, we
So-
have 6 fouls for Ruin, 9 fouls for
So number
South.
0, Brandon Rowe will shoot some free throws. And those will miss.
The strategy in Ruin High School is more.
Yeah. So, if you were the coach of Greenwood right now, what would be your game plan?
Honestly, I try to get a lead by 5 points and then just hold the ball down and just let the clock run out. You know? Try to do things like that and see if we can hold off the
I agree.
Spartans to a minimal lead.
So he makes one free throw. So he makes one free throw, so that means your Gator lead is up to 1, down to 1.
Braxton sent it to Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown coming in around the paint.
Hunter Raymer for 3.
And it's
And
a
it's
splash again. Hunter Raymer with another 3 of the day. Man, it's on fire from the line right now.
He is going crazy. And at this time, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors.
Our gold level sponsors.
Drobaki Orthodontics, Franklin Bank and Trust, Graves Gilbert Clinic, Leachman Buick, Portland Prescription, and Zaxby's.
Thank you for sponsoring Greenwood High School men's basketball. I guess we did that at the wrong time. Timeout coming up.
So your Gators hold a 4-point lead with 1 minute and 32 seconds left.
Very intense last minute and a half of the game. Neither team can afford to foul right now.
That is true.
Sure. We're averaging 11 viewers.
So as we come back in this fourth quarter of action, we have 1 minute and 32 seconds left, and the Gators have a lead of 4.
You know, the Gator parents looks like they're a little nervous. South parents are a little frustrated too. Some yelling action coming out from the crowd.
So we'll see how this game can.
I mean, rightfully so. It's a close game. It's intense.
It is very intense, and this game hasn't been a blowout and a comeback. It's been close. Other than that second quarter when the Gators came back from 16 points, this game has been very back-to-back, lead for lead, point for point.
Oh, that was a crucial shot that South Warren could not put the pin in and make. Gruen is now going to run the clock out, like I was talking about earlier. Just got to start playing some defense.
Why?
I don't know.
So they will foul, and they will send Braxton Stinnett to the line.
I guess I figured they had to get the ball back. I couldn't tell if that was an intentional foul or not.
I think it was.
But if he only scores 1 here, it's just 2 3-pointers, then that's the game. Or that's the tie game for South. I wonder if we could look at the play time for each player on South and Greenwood. You know, how many minutes each player play. I mean, heck, I think I've seen Aaron Brown and Kate Stinnett in almost the whole game.
Yeah.
They must have some really, really great endurance out here.
Yeah, they're averaging a lot of minutes. So Braxton Stinnett will make the first free throw, and he will put this game on the ice.
Yeah, one more free throw, and the game's pretty much over for South Warren Spartans. There it is.
There it is. That's a 2-possession game.
That is, yep.
So they'll need to make 2 quick threes here and hope that Greenwood does not score anymore.
I mean, you can metaphorically say the nail's in the coffin for this one, Drew.
I
don't
agree.
wanna jinx the Gators, but it's not looking very good.
So there will be a timeout,
Timeout
with
called.
41 seconds left. The score is 62-58. So we appreciate you joining us for this game tonight, as this may come down to the wire, or Greenwood may have put this game on ice with those 2 clutch Braxton Stinnett free throws.
You know, if I had to guess, we probably had 275 people.
That's a good estimate. And your next Greenwood game will be Friday the 7th, no, the 8th versus Owensboro.
That's Friday the 7th at home.
Oh, Friday the 7th at home versus Warren East. I'm sorry.
That game is actually a benefit game for a student, I believe, who was injured in a work accident. I think is what they announced earlier, so. Be interested to see how much proceeds are paid for that.
So the Gators will get the ball and just keep throwing it back and forth, trying to waste as much time as they can and not get fouled. Oh, that's a rough foul. Oh, Thornhill seems to be injured.
You know, I mean, like I said earlier, the nail's pretty much in the coffin for South Florida. There's not much you can do.
Yeah.
No way! That's awful! That is awful!
So
Technical foul being called, I think.
Yeah, I believe that was a technical foul called on number 10. So
Some backlash coming out from the crowds.
So
Mason
Thornhill,
Thornhill shooting at 85%,
so he'll make that one.
the
and
highest with over 10 attempts on the team.
That's awful in this game, ref!
So he'll
He
make
made both of them
2
again.
free throws, and I believe he will get another.
Terrible.
Chant coming out from Greenwood, going start the buses. I mean, South Warren is going to be headed on their way home soon.
Yeah.
Not much you can say to that
So,
one.
so there's 19 and a half seconds left, and the Gators are up by
Quick
6.
math, Drew. There you go. It's pretty chilly outside, so they actually might want to start the buses. You know, those players are going to be pretty warm coming from inside in this hot gym outside of those freezing cold buses. So
Yeah.
starting the buses may not be a bad idea.
As Greenwood will put this game on ice.
Oh, bounced out. 18 seconds left. You know, we might actually see a Hunter Raymer half-court shot here if we get lucky. I mean, there's a probability that we see it. We've been talking about it all game. Hunter Raymer. Hunter Raymer. 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Oh, looks like it's
And-
going to be a turnover.
Yes, Cade Stinnett will be fouled.
Did they not stop the clock when they were passing him the ball?
I guess not.
Interesting. Maybe the timekeepers just want to go home. We're starting to see Bruin fans leave the crowd.
As this
I mean,
game,
the game is pretty much over.
Yep.
Not much you can do.
and with that, this is a 2-possession game with 1.3 seconds left.
you know, it's cool to watch the student section as they file out top to bottom.
Yeah.
You can really feel the power of the oar here today,
Yeah.
and just the school spirit from both sides. Oh my! A cheerleader just got killed. Before
right.
we go, we'd like to say thanks for joining us.
I'm Drew Porter. This is Caden Bailey.
Yep.
We appreciate you joining us live for this Gator basketball matchup versus South Warren.
Final score ended up being 67-60 Gators. Very close game to watch. We hope to see you on Friday.
Thank you and have a nice day.